big action, comedic, romantic movie for everybody. You know, it's a massive movie. It's a huge, huge fun movie.
We'll look forward to it, guys.
All right, Doris. That's a three from Pierce, and a massive start for the Celtics, 19-6. They've exploded out of the gate, a 12-0 run.
And it's all fueled by the turnovers, because the Magic really have to, again, they're going to need more penetration at the basket.
Shot clock down to 5. Carter down to 2. Nelson has to put it up. Had to rush it. Perkins the rebound.
And this is bad Magic offense. Tentative, almost afraid. At some point, understand how you're being defended. This is game 3. Put your head down and make an aggressive attacking play.
Coming up on 2 minutes remaining. And a very strong first quarter for the Celtics. Garnett on the pull-up. Knocks that one down. 14 straight points for Boston. Orlando needing to keep their poise right now from this hard hit to start the game. Carter spinning inside. Bank shot won't go. Pierce the rebound. Here come the Celtics. Pierce for 3. Rondo out-hustles Howard. Gets the rebound. Goes underneath. Misses the banker.
And this is when your character as a player and as a team is revealed. It is so easy as Nelson goes to the basket and gets fouled. It is so easy to be all together and tough when it's going well. But we saw in Cleveland that series here, game 6, they fell apart mentally. And that's exactly what's happened here. I think the Magic came out with the right intentions, but now you look at Rondo chasing the loose ball down. If that's as hard as you're going to pursue a loose ball, then you're not winning the game.
And right now, their offensive struggles, they've scored 6 points. They have as many turnovers as points. They're 3 of 14 from the field. There's been a double technical on Perkins and Howard. They seem a bit rattled by this aggressive Celtic defense.
That's why I like the move by Stan Van Gundy, getting Jason Williams and J.J. Redick in the ballgame. Find some inspired players, and you hope to ride them. But you cannot sit and continue to watch what he's watched for almost an entire quarter.
Well, and I think, too, Redick, while he plays hard, he adds offensive basketball IQ and skill. And you're not beating a Celtic team when you have one-way players.
I really believe that their best situation is pushing the basketball, because this Celtic defense is outstanding, especially when it's very predictable. So when they're playing you in a half-court set, it's easy for them to defend. It's when you're pushing it down their throats where they have to make quick decisions where you can get off.
Those free throws from Nelson, the first Magic points in 5.5 minutes. They've scored just 8 points, reminiscent a bit of Game 1, where Orlando had just 14 points in the opening period. Carter deflects it out of bounds. The Magic offense, as you see, is 21% from the field. They haven't hit a 3 yet. And as we mentioned, they have 6 turnovers.
They would have been playing an outstanding defensive quarter, but the turnovers, your offense is either your best defense or your worst defense, and tonight it's been their worst.
Pierce. Paul Pierce, 8 points here in the first period. It's a 15-point lead again.
And that's a terrible play by J.J. Redick, as much as we praise it. He's guarding Tony Allen, and he gives absolutely no help as Paul Pierce drives to the basket.
Jason Williams knocks down a 3. Perhaps a little offensive spark from Williams, who can certainly hit the three-pointer. He's the only member of the Magic who has a championship ring. Won it with the Heat back in 06. Wallace, nice pass and excellent catch from Rasheed Wallace, who continues to contribute off the bench. Glenn Davis guarding Howard. Davis, Wallace, and Tony Allen have all been excellent for the Celtics. Rondo off balance. Oh, he banks it in. What a shot from Rondo. Orlando going to help Howard. He hasn't seen a lot of that. We've gone him one-on-one much of the series. And Howard fouled.
Yeah, he gets fouled, but that's a bailout. It shows they're not into the ball game. Had the basketball, you can close out the quarter by taking the last shot. So Dwight Howard catches the ball and makes a move, giving the Celtics an opportunity to get the basketball back to end this quarter. Just not smart basketball right now for the Orlando Magic.
He missed his first two from the line. 9 seconds remaining in an opening period. Everything going Boston's way. Look at this move from Rondo, Mark.
I tell you what, this guy is playing incredible basketball. From the point guard position, it's not just about his scoring. He is running the offense, setting the tone defensively, and is the true leader for the Celtic team.
He's led them in assists in every single playoff game, but he's also picked his spots beautifully to score. He's the leading scorer. To show you the balance, he's the leading scorer as Pierce gets the rebound. He's 25th in the NBA playoffs in scoring, yet he's the leading scorer on the Celtics. Nice play from Carter. Final seconds. Does he get it off in time? Doesn't matter. And that will end the opening period. The Boston Celtics suffering no letdown in the opening quarter after the two impressive wins in Orlando. They come out aggressively attacking the rim. They shoot 54% from the field and defensively hold the Magic to 4 of 17 and 6 turnovers. All Boston after one.
Welcome back to Boston with Stan Van Gundy. Obviously not the start you had hoped for. What happened?
Well, we turned the ball over. We missed some good shots that we had, and we didn't guard at all.
Thank you, Stan. Mike?
Wise move from Doris to ask only one question after that quarter.
And this shows the great Celtic pick-and-roll defense. Kendrick Perkins protecting against Vince Carter. Offensively, that ball's got to move now. If you give the Celtics more time to recover, they will. Pierce covers, good closeout, and now as Barnes drives it, Perkins gives help. Barnes does the right thing, throws it up to the rim. To me, right there, that's got to be a Dwight Howard like a rebound. He's got to catch it in traffic. And if you forget, as a casual fan, just how good the Celtics started the season. 23-5, dominant defensively. Now they're back to being whole and healthy. I don't think this should be seen as some aberration. This is a championship caliber team when they are healthy.
And foul on Petrus. Remember, Orlando came into this series. Now, granted, they played teams that weren't at this caliber. But after the first 2 rounds, they were the best shooting team in the entire playoffs. And here they're shooting 23%. And in the series, shooting just 40% from the field. This is a good offensive team that is really struggling against a great defensive performance. Shot clock down to 7. Wallace. And Howard with the rebound. So it's Jason Williams and J.J. Redick and Michael Petrus. 3 bench players for Orlando with Howard and Lewis. Lewis just 2 points to start. He's 1 of 3 from the field. Howard gets it deep and can't finish. Howard 0 for 5. Pierce steps back, in and out. Doc Rivers always says a good barometer is the ball poked away. Good barometer for Pierce is how many rebounds he has. He's already had 6 rebounds. Davis off balance. Goes crashing into the sideline. The lead is up to 17. Petrus hits a 3. When a game teetering like that, that's a big shot for Orlando.
It is a big shot, but I tell you what, this Celtic defense right now is a thing of beauty. Just watching the attention to detail, guys making multiple effort plays, just outstanding.
Even that last one, there's a hand in his face. That's a tough 3 that Petrus made. And there's a foul down the other end called on Lewis, so that's 2 fouls on Lewis. He'll come out and march.